You've been asking these guys all morning if there's somebody to blame.
Yes.
Yes, there is somebody to blame. The Golden State Warriors for putting KD out there. Listen, that was not right. You know, if you go back and look at the last 2 weeks, the article comes out, KD's worst nightmare, the Warriors are winning without him. Then you come out, you read the articles, the Warriors are really unhappy with KD won't risk his Achilles. They're frustrated with KD. Now this man has to be feeling some type of way. So I blame the Warriors for KD getting hurt, and I don't care what they say about it. They shouldn't have put that man out there. And you know how I know it? Because he blew out his Achilles.
Wow. So, Charles, let me pick up on that. It's infinitely more important than anything else I was going to ask you. If Durant wants to go out there and play for his teammates, you think someone should have stopped him? I just want to make sure I understand where you're coming from.
I don't think you can ever leave it up to a player because players always want to play. But I think if you ask any rational player, Damon, Jalen Rose, Jay Williams, to put a guy who hadn't played basketball in over a month into game 5 of the finals and had some type of move around the day before, I don't think that's fair to that man. And you saw the results. It's just not fair. It's game 5 of the World Championship. He hasn't played real basketball in a month. That's unfair to put him in that situation. And the proof is in the pudding, plain and simple.
Yeah, Jay Will suggested a little bit of that early this morning, and you heard Bob Myers very emotional last night, the general manager, when he was saying blame me. So you do believe there is blame here. How do you think it should be handled going forward now? What do you think should happen between KD and the Warriors from here?
Well, that's early. It's going to be very interesting because those guys, they move it into that brand new building. You know, listen, there's only 2 free agents out there that matter. One of them got hurt last night, and the other was Kawhi Leonard. You can get all these other guys who are good players. Now everything's jumbled because of KD. KD and Kawhi, they're the only 2 big prizes in the free agent market. And now we don't know if KD's going to stay in Canada. And listen, we don't have any idea what's going to happen with KD, and he's probably not going to be able to play at all next year. So I think it's going to be crazy. I think the big winner probably in all of this is Anthony Davis, because now he becomes the big fish that can change your fortunes. So I think New Orleans right now and Anthony Davis, that's going to be the big play from now on with free agency.
No question. Charles, one last thing for you quickly here, and we so appreciate you doing this. What do you expect in the series now? It's 3-2 Toronto going back to Oakland. How do you expect it to play out?
Well, I picked Toronto in 5, so I was rooting for the Raptors last night. You know what, Greeny? It depends. If you go back and look at every game, between the role players who have played well, that's who's won every game. Mm-hmm. If you go back to game 2, it was Boogie, Quinn Cook, Bogut. Those guys played well. Last night, Boogie played well. Clay and Steph did enough. They got enough from KD early to make double digits. But it all depends on the role players who get any help. Because Clay and Steph going to be terrific. Kawhi's going to do his thing. It just depends on what role players show up. Plain and simple.